Do your do your own research. Why do my eyes have to go side to side when I do that? Okay, my eyes will stay straight. Do your own research. Only that was hard. Hey guys, welcome to quicklearncrypto.com and the show, the only show, especially for newbies. If you're new to crypto or just new to this space or new because you heard there's money to make here and it doesn't take a lot of knowledge and a lot of money to start, yeah, then you should be here. Definitely. Um, I'm your host, Crypto G for Blue Collar Crypto. I think today, of course I'm going to chart because there's so much going on. If you guys were following us and you took that short position that I told you guys about this morning, man, we all made some good money. But I think that's why you guys are here. Like I say all this stuff and you're like, I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't understand how to do it. So I think today we need to get down to basics. I think we need to remember, especially the new people, like if you're into crypto already, then fast forward to when you see some of the charts, because then you guys already know what's happening. But I mean, if you appreciate the basics of crypto, keep listening. All right. The number one thing I think for me, question / confusion that people get is when, and these are people that are been let down so many times by our government, or I should just say our way of life, the way that we've been taught to live. I think it's because of that it's hard for them to understand, because it was hard for even me to understand how this all worked and how you can actually make money. How is it possible? Because you're not taught this. I don't understand why money rules everything we do, but you don't take it in school. You don't learn anything about that. Why? When you need it to survive. Like you're basically learning these skills to get more money to pay for this lifestyle that society tells us to have. Why don't you just tell us how to make money without having to exchange it for a job? Because that's what everyone else is doing. Isn't that easier? And it's just that you're so bred to think that that's not the way. And because you're so bred to think that, you just believe that there's no way out, too good to be true. And that's the mindset that everybody wants you to have. They want you to have the mindset to stay poor, in a sense. And I don't mean that in any disrespectful way. It's just we were all brought up by poor mindsets. Because if you're a millionaire or billionaire, you're not listening to this channel. Why would you listen to Blue Collar Crypto? You're not blue collar. So I know if you're here listening and there's probably like 3 viewers, not just joking. We're actually doing pretty good. But regardless, if you're listening, I want to help. Our channel wants to help. Narwhal Crypto wants to help, because we were able to do it. And I don't show you the other stuff on this channel about, the new lifestyle we have. I want that lifestyle for you. I'm not trying to flaunt shit. I'm trying to show you that it's one thing if you get someone to say, "Oh, do crypto," and you guys are like, half your excuses are like, "Oh, it doesn't work. You don't do anything. You can't make money." And then all of a sudden, I show you business class and flying to the Philippines and just going to Mexico and being in presidential suites, like doing all this crazy shit. And then all of a sudden, your guys' attitudes are like, "Oh, he's just showing off," and like. Which is it? Like those mindsets are so negative. You're just going to stay in the same spot. Like on all social media, like we have thousands of views on certain things. Do you think those are people interested in crypto? No, most of them are haters. Most of them are like, "Oh, fuck these guys. They used to own businesses and now all they do is this." Well, if you open a channel on something that you're passionate about, you do it then. You put in all the work, you edit, you find out how to do all this shit when you're 48. This isn't something that I grew up knowing, but I figured it out. because I needed something to do. Like when they shut my gym down, I needed something to do. I needed a way to put more food on the table. I needed to find a way. And because of the podcast that some of you know, Balance 519, it was developing that podcast to communicate to my members on what the new COVID rules were for the gym that I started seeing all this blockchain and crypto coming up on my feeds. And then, of course, I was curious because I didn't have a job. The government shut me down. So, blessing in disguise. I learned this space and something clicked. I'm a fighter bodybuilder. I'm still a coach for both fighting and bodybuilding. I'm not a computer guy. Even trying to put these videos up and getting a YouTube account and doing all that stuff, that's for the millennials. I don't know this shit, but I figured it out. So it bugs me when people are so, oh, I don't know about this crypto thing, but they complain about the paycheck to paycheck life they have. And here I am, and they ask me, and I start getting into it, and they get a little bit overwhelmed. They feel a little bit of adversity towards it, and then oh, that's it, I quit. No, that's why you're in the position you're in. You don't quit. I didn't have a choice. I didn't want to look for a new place to live. I didn't want to lose my truck. My kid was going to university. Like I had bills to pay. So, anyways, I'm not here to bitch. I just know that people can use this. I know there's so many blue collar people that I knew from the gym. The gym, man, we had at one point, it was like close to 5,000 people active, like paying members, and at least 1,000 of you I saw. And I know the struggle you guys have, have, whatever. This isn't going to make anybody rich quick. No, that's not it. Like anything, like when you guys were with me at the gym and you were training, trying to better yourselves and get, lower your cholesterol, lower your, even just to get in shape for a wedding or an event or whatever it may be. It took work, but the chance is there. It's easier when you see other people with their, before and afters and their weight loss and their body transformations. It's easy when you see people and know people that are doing it. Then there's more hope. Then you have that belief that, okay, maybe I can do it because I relate to them. That's exactly what we're trying to do here. I'm not some millionaire, dude. You guys know me from the club. And if you don't know me, I'm blue collar. Like my parents struggled huge and they had the poor set mentality. They thought, and back then, hey, saving in a savings account that was giving you 6% back then. Awesome. Yeah. And you were making 30,000 a year, but your house only costs 75,000. That makes sense. Yeah, you can definitely, but those old rules don't work now. Not the way things are made. Like made to run. It's running at a certain way that you guys can't get out. You can't get out. Anyways, if you're here, still listening to me ramble about why I think this can help you, then awesome. Thanks for staying. If you can do me a favor as I go on to more basics of crypto and I guess just of the basics of what I went through so you guys can try to relate to something and do something about it. Even if you don't follow, us entirely, like just get into the space. Realize that this is a space that the normal, and I say normal, everyday person, the middle class can start creating some generational wealth, something that you can actually retire and fall back on, something that you can work at. And then, man, this next bull run's next year, but whether it be next year or the next bull run. So we're looking at a 5-year plan. If I told you that if you worked at this space and invested properly, you could probably just do this full time in 5 years. I told you that. Like, this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but it can be done. we're doing it. So it's just, I don't know how else to convince you. And it's not that I need you to sign up on the course. Geez, the course is not even expensive. It's actually free. You get started on quicklearncrypto.com. You can even learn to trade just by watching our channel for the basics and then moving on to other channels like Crypto Banter and even BitBoy Crypto, but that's starting to fall on its own right. Poor guy. I feel bad for Ben. But Crypto Banter and Sheldon the Sniper, the chartist there, they're an awesome channel. They're from South Africa, so just watch the time links and the time that they put their news out, just because they wake up really early. I used to wake up really early to get the beginning of Sheldon's sniper school when it was being developed. Anyways, if you're still here, awesome. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I just okay, let's go back to the basics. All right. Bitcoin and blockchain. So Bitcoin was invented 2008. Satoshi Nakamoto. We don't know if that's a person or a group of people, organization, what. Basically, Satoshi put this on the internet, and it's imprinted on the internet, meaning that because the internet exists, this blockchain will just exist because he created it, or Satoshi created it in a way that it takes the double spend problem out. Because the whole thing for digital currency or just moving money on the internet is that how do you prevent somebody from lying about their balance, right? That's the whole thing. And the way they do it now when you use your debit card is because you have a central amenity, a bank or whoever, deciding that they're just going to accept the transaction and figure it out later because they have all your stuff. But because they have all your stuff, let's say you don't pay your 407 bill. Inside joke. Anyways, if you don't pay your 407 bill forever, and then they put it into collections, and then it goes up to this and it goes up to that. Well, the government at one point can get fed up and just make you pay that bill by going into your bank account and just taking the funds out. Believe me, I had so many different businesses, and I've had times where we've had to pay the HST of the business before paying my own taxes. And then I had the government just going right into my bank account to garnish my wages of how much taxes I owed them, because we needed to absorb the taxes ourselves, myself and my business partner at the time, in order to keep the corporate tax of the club down. But I didn't have money to pay that. So I just paid them what I could. And then eventually they're like, okay, no, every 2 weeks we're going to pull this out. So they have that power. And yeah, sure, I owed the money and we had to figure out a way to keep the business taxes low. Sure. But the whole thing is, why am I paying an amenity to run a business that, myself and my business partner are doing? You're not doing any of that. Anyways, that's another episode. But with decentralization, right? They're centralized. Crypto and Satoshi made this decentralized, is the ability to keep everybody private by everyone having an encrypted key. So this key and address is yours. No one else knows it. It's like 1,000. I forget how many it is. What is it? 18? Anyways, there's a huge hash name encrypted that belongs to you, and only you have access to that. But then that goes on to the blockchain, and that blockchain is Bitcoin's mechanism for tracking all the payments and all the movement of Bitcoin. So the double spend problem gets fixed by, in this embedded blockchain into the internet, all the people in Bitcoin, so all the players can see all the transactions. So they let you see all the transactions that happen, but you don't know who's making the transactions. You can just see them. You can see X amount of Bitcoin is moving to this wallet, and this wallet belongs to this hash name, but we don't know who you are. We can track all of those things. And when a block is written in the blockchain, it's a new set of information. You can't go in and change one of the blocks in the blockchain. So anytime money is moved, a new block is formed, and then all of the people, so these are the miners, they're the big computers that figure out and give the consensus that the transaction is correct. So if I said I had 10, this person has 10, and this person has 10, and they gave me 5, then everybody, all the miners, the computers on the network are going to verify, okay, so this is true. He now has 5, he now has still his 10, and now I've gained 15. All 80% of the miners on the blockchain agree, then that gets processed. That's why it has to be it's verified on the blockchain itself, and there's always a new block written. The blocks previous cannot be tampered with. So I hope that kind of gets how blockchain works and how you can get rid of the double spend problem. And because of that consensus, and everyone that buys into Bitcoin becomes part of that, and the miners will verify all these new wallets, and that's how it works. Because of that, you don't need a central amenity. Like there is no Bitcoin head office. There is no one to call. There's no, you know what people think too? Hold on one second. Let me see if I can get this without shutting off anything. Okay. You see this? Let me see. All right. Oh, this is way. Okay. You see this? When you get this doesn't mean anything. This has no cash value. You see that? Don't let people fool you. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to sell you this Bitcoin for only $1,000. And you look on the market and it's whatever, 32 Canadian, or what is it down to now? 25K US. If you guys are following me, there was a huge short I told you to take, and everybody would have made money. I know some of our guys did. I know our crew did. Anyways, this has no value to it. I think I got it a bunch of them. Well, a couple of them on Amazon for $20 or something like that when I first got into crypto. When I would set my futures positions, I would like rub it. Okay, let's do this. But there's no value to that. It's on the blockchain. It's in the internet. Does that make sense? You have to understand too, there's no value in the actual paper and money. The only value is in the service or the item that you're trying to obtain with that currency. That's all it is. You're just moving something around. And back in the day, when the pyramids were being built, those people were made to, build and work hard, but they gave them food and shelter. Nowadays, people are asked to build. And now you have to purchase your food and shelter also from the people that you're building for. Doesn't that get you a little bit? Anyways, that's why you should get into crypto. All right. So I don't know if that, go on to the course, quicklearncrypto.com. I know I sent that up there around that time. But go on it. It's free. Learn about blockchain and Bitcoin and how it works. Another thing that people think is that you need a whole Bitcoin. So let's find out right now. I don't have it up there. Okay. Yeah, it's at 25K. So 25,700 right now. Ooh, it dipped huge. Our take profit on our short was 26.4, and now it's at 25. But we set long positions at 24 something. That's actually for Secret Crypto Playbook people. See, that's the thing. If you want to know all the good entries on Secret Crypto Playbook, you need to be part of the course of quicklearncrypto.com. So log on, Check it out. Subscribe. It's free. Also, while you're doing that, hit that like and hit that subscribe for Blue Collar Crypto, because we're still trying to give you guys, our blue collar crew, wake you guys up and realize that you can start making money. So, anyways, back to that last point that I was saying. You don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. Everyone thinks, oh, how much is Bitcoin? Oh, I can't buy that. There's no way I can get into this. Or people think, oh, in crypto, I don't have a couple $1,000s. No, that was like old school stock guys trying to get you to give them money that you shouldn't have, or trying to you to get loans to help them make rips on their calls. It's just, yeah. And hey, that's, if you're a sucker and fell for something like that, then that sucks, but that shit's out there. That shit's not here. If we're DMing you about anything about wanting to invest in a project, no. The projects we're going to tell you on here, you can go look at them, do your own research. We like them. If my kid heard that, she would be on me. Do your own research. Please, do your own research. We tell you the coins, any of the coins that we'll ever talk about here, we just actually really, really know the people behind the project. We would never just shill a coin to shill a coin. No. I went to the Philippines and spoke to the people that are involved in this project. So, I'm so excited about it. Got to wait a year. It's 365 staking, 1% a day. Yeah, that's what I said. Do you want in on that? Quicklandcrypto.com. Hit that subscribe, get on Secret Crypto Playbook, and get all the knowledge on the new alt. Man, this altcoin is going to be the number one altcoin. And you know what? People are going to see it and no one's going to care, whatever. I don't care. You don't have to make profit on it. We got that shit on the bottom. Okay. Damn, see? If I went live too, I'd probably be so lost with my train of thought, and I don't have any notes. I switched up my did I mention that in the beginning? Yeah, you don't need to buy a whole Bitcoin. You can buy $50 of a Bitcoin. Seriously. You buy $50 of a Bitcoin. It all depends on where you buy your Bitcoin, like what place. This is what I mean. I might as well show you. I can't get this thing out of my way. Okay. Holy, all these alarms triggered. Wow, look at this beautiful thing here. Damn. Okay, that's not what we were talking about. We were talking about BTC. This beautiful oh, look at that. Almost hitting this mark. But that's not where the entry positions are. They're still somewhere else. Anyways, so if you had $50 and you buy it here, okay, let's just say on this white line, you bought $50. Well, as it touches this line and it starts to climb up, because believe me, if you're if you're new to this and you think it's not going to make money if you buy it down here, let's take a look. Oh, oh, should I buy it down there? I don't know. Oh, where's the top? Oh, it's over here. Okay. Yeah. I remember when I first saw that, I was like, holy shit. Yeah, we're way down here. Oop. Ah. It is right there. Hey, look where we are. Here. So would this line be good? Yeah, because you didn't see that line from way at the top of the mountain. And believe me, this thing's going to go up. This thing is just hovering. It's just going sideways. Like, this is all sideways action. All of this. This is all still sideways. Like, I would still consider this. Give me a horizontal line. This shit right here. That. And yeah, all the way to here. I should change these colors, man. Let's make it white. All right. Look at that range. That's a huge range. It's just playing in here the whole time. That's when a coin is ranging, when it's like that. This is just sideways action. There's all these trades and little money making things in here. Sure. But this isn't that parabolic run. This isn't um the bull market, what we're all waiting for next year. So you buy. This is all accumulation. I don't care if you bought it up there or you bought it down here. Believe me, there's gains to be made. And that's not just BTC. Obviously, all the influencers that made money on BTC ages ago, they all talk shit about it because they're already Bitcoin rich. They all talk about the gains that you can't get from Bitcoin now. That's fine, but Bitcoin is still the digital gold. It's a hedging, it's a source. Yeah, you need that as your stable part of your portfolio. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. See, I said it that time. But in my portfolio, or let's just say in a portfolio, because it changes a lot depending on the season we're in for me. You would want, especially a beginner, you would want to have at least, I would say, at least 40% BTC. And then let's say 20% ETH. And then 20% in large cap alts. And then maybe 10% in low cap and 10% in just crazy volatile meme shit that you want to play with. But this channel, it's not a degen channel. Like I used to, when into bull run, I degen for sure. And degen is just crypto degen. We're just trading every altcoin we can, just trying to make little bits here and there. Like we trade everything. But on blue collar crypto, and the majority of the time for blue collar crypto ourselves, not just what we want to put out there, is that we will trade not that many coins. We like to, obviously, Bitcoin is the easiest to track for futures because everyone's tracking it. So you can go on YouTube and cross reference everything you see on the charts or what you hear from other influencers and kind of be like, okay, have your own source or set of ways to get confluence. Be like, all right, Blue Collar Crypto said this, Crypto Banter said this, and Savvy Finance said this. They're all kind of saying the same thing. I'm going to take my trade here. That's research. That's still a source of research. And that's the weird part that people don't want to do is like getting into this space is easy. The work here is easy. You just need consistency. Like, man, remember when I first started coming back when I came after the Philippines, I started dieting? You remember what I weighed? You probably don't remember. Anyways, I weighed this. All right. You know what I weighed today? This. And that's just like over a week. And normally I'd be more aggressive in getting down there because I'm very consistent when it comes to that. But we had we had birthday party and we had other stuff, other outings. So whichever, there's no excuse, but I'm consistent with the way I'm eating and training now because I know if I stay consistent with this each day, I know, good things are going to happen. I'm going to get to the goal I want. When I look in the mirror, I don't really see the goal I want right away. I can't. That's not how it works. I need to compound these days over and over and over again. And slowly my body starts to change, especially that I'm older. I'm 48. So my body doesn't react the same way. I'm a stroke survivor. I take freaking 26 stroke meds every day and I can't feel the left side of my body. But whatever. It's no excuse. I got to train a certain way, eat a certain way. It might take me longer, but I just know if I still, and that's because of all the shows I've done. But that's the thing, consistency and that discipline of just do it, just get it done, just get it done. Because I could sit on the couch and do charting, or I could sit on the bike, and there's no reason why I need to eat shitty if I have clean food in the house. And that's how it goes. We, came back from the Philippines. We didn't do groceries, right? Because we were away. So instead of doing groceries, we were doing Uber, and we had a hard time adjusting to sleep. And it doesn't take long. And you pack all that weight on, especially after a vacation. So anyway, so we're back at it. But that's the thing. It's the same thing as researching and working at crypto. It's not, you can't think of, I think crypto was such a fast way to start making a side hustle. Crypto to me is the fastest way to make money, especially for these people that are blue collar and in a factory or just taking shifts at some job. If you have Wi-Fi, you could do this, especially with us. We're showing you. Okay. So if you were on our Instagram, so actually click here to follow us on Instagram. Just joking. That click doesn't work. You have to actually go on Instagram, but I just say that to be cool. But you would just have to say, let's just say you wanted to try it for $40. You get on a platform and we're like, oh, hey, we're going to deploy, a short position here. If you would like to follow us, da, 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 da. So they say you do that. And then that short position at $40 pans out, red candles happen just like we predicted. You take profit where when we message and say, oh, we're taking profit at this line, then you take profit at that line and you turn that $40 into another 60. So yeah, let's say you have $80 now. Did you start from 40, 60? Okay, sorry. You have $100 now. I can't even add. All right. So, and you did it, and let's say that candle happened. Usually in the day, especially if it's a short. If I'm going for a short, it's happening probably immediately because it just broke trend. So regardless, and you just tried it for $40. If you tried it for $40 and we happened to lose the trade you first tried, didn't work. All right, then fuck it, whatever. Find something else to do, or just continue to do the shit you're doing. But for the chance, wouldn't you want to see if you could turn $40 into $100 just to see, and then realize how easy it is? And then don't bitch up, but I don't, what platform, but I don't know it's all on quicklearncrypto.com. How to get set up, how to do this, how to do that, and it's free. Anyways, Bitcoin has a better chance at getting to $1 million per Bitcoin than to zero. 100%. And we have some downward action coming on the market right now. And I believe there's still more. I think it's still going to come down a bit. Guys at Secret Crypto Playbook, I'm going to put out some long positions that I see coming for the future because I still see it coming down. I'll let you in on those. I think we're going to do a new segment too. There's a blue collar guy that I know and who actually did the course and is actually trading and actually doing really, really well. And, messages me and finds out, follows us and sees what happens on the market and what good moves would be for blue collar players in this space. So I think I'm going to do a segment with him a couple times, maybe on his way home from work, because it's when he comes home from the factory that he gets on, follows us if he didn't catch our videos at his break, and then just starts setting his trades and starts seeing if he needs to pull trades out, if he needs to cash things out, or he's got to put entries and hopefully the trades hit those spots, and then he starts making money when it hits those spots. So we're going to talk to him hopefully sometime this week. I told him he needs a new nice car mount because he needs to be hands-free. I don't want any dangerous driving or whatever. All right. Hopefully this segment wakes you up a bit or gives you some kind of beginner knowledge that this space could actually help you make that little bit of side income that you need to start freeing up a little bit more time, time for the kids. Like hopefully You're able to be home and use Wi-Fi instead of take more hours away, you know, at work from the family, or taking that second part-time job again away from the family that the government still takes, a cut from your hard work, and you still got to use transportation to pay to get there, and so on. Maybe you can just stay at home. Maybe you could be trading, at that time when you don't have time to go to the gym, you can do cardio and trade. I do it all the time. Or when you're at your kids sporting event or dance class or whatever it may be, if you're in the waiting area, instead of TikTok or Instagram or whatever, maybe open up TradingView and see what we're saying on our site, our site on YouTube or on Instagram. Wherever we are, we're everywhere, and just try to find out what we're telling you for entry positions or what to buy because we see certain things, or what to sell. And then just look, see if it makes sense to you. You can even learn on the course. You can do a module while you're waiting for your kid's swimming class, or the ball game you're at's kind of boring. um it can be done. I just hope that you guys see that you can just start to free yourselves. That's it. That's all we want. We want you guys to do the same thing we're doing. And if you're happy doing what you're doing and you still think after listening to this today that this might be too much for you at this time, totally get it. I totally understand. But when you're ready and you want to start moving a little bit of money in an investment that you don't need thousands of dollars to start, then follow Blue Collar Crypto. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and then go on to quicklearncrypto.com and get onto that free crypto masterclass. All right, this is Crypto G. I'm out. I'm going to try and edit this thing and make sure it makes sense. And then I got to get something onto Secret Crypto Playbook because I do want you guys to see some of these entries. All right, guys. Have a good day. We'll see you soon. I switched up my studio a little bit. I don't know if you guys notice, but I do. It's easier now. I moved my mic too. Anyways, we talked about Bitcoin, blockchain. Oh, yes, about the amount of Bitcoin. You don't need to buy the whole thing. Wow. I don't even know. Hopefully, I just cut all that stuff out from between those two thoughts. Wow, that was a lot. It's probably at the end of the video.